Today we're finally revisiting Thronebreaker to finish up our playthrough. This was brought up to me and it was a good point we never actually finished, so I do want to finish it. I have played through Thronebreaker before, so what actually happened, the reason we didn't finish the playthrough, as we just loot some stuff here, is I recorded the last segment and the audio and video files got corrupted. And then I didn't want to replay the entire section right away, I wanted to wait
Had summoned
so everything wouldn't be... I wouldn't remember what happened, basically.
Not far behind. Yet in the unforgiving terrain, a full Nilfgaardian division could not hope to close the gap. Small detachments, however, light cavalry or footmen,
Being attacked by a little ambush.
Very well do just that. So when
The
black-clad
chase.
men emerged from the mist, the queen was not surprised. She ordered her troops to fall in, form up, and brace to defend the line.
We'll take these guys. I will mention here that
The invaders
attack never came.
stood silent, motionless, and Meve got a closer look. They were slouched, ashen-faced, unsure of step, and covered in sores. Iskith
The
had
swamp's
treated
got him.
them as cruelly as any. Teetering in his saddle, the commander broke formation. He rode forth and addressed the queen in fluent common tongue.
Half my men are wounded, the others sick. Your force does not fare much better.
True. Yet we outnumber you soundly.
Indeed. If it comes to combat, you are certain to win. But in this damp swamp, all wounds fester. Flesh is quick to rot. You will lose many more apart
Probably
from
true.
those who fall.
What do you mean precisely?
Asked the queen, her eyes narrowing, her head tilted to the side.
We should part ways in peace. There's a war on, there'll be another chance to fight. Perhaps even face one another. But not here. And not like this.
Suddenly unsure, the queen weighed the officer's words. Their logic was sound, though they
Agreed.
could also prove a ruse.
Your Grace,
Xavier's voice came from behind Meve's back.
we can't let them pass. They've done only harm, and they'll not stop and go home.
I kind of think they might this time. I think we'll keep our priorities straight and keep our army alive.
So be it. I accept.
Meve answered after
We might get
thinking a
attacked
while.
later,
We
but
shall cross
we are in the middle of
swords
the
some
swamp
other
after
day,
all.
beneath a clear sky, on solid ground.
I will hold you to your word.
I think this helps us
Majesty.
more than it helps
Replied
them.
the Nilfgaardian, then raised his arm in salute. The retreating Imperials marched past the Lyrians. Along the slim path, their shoulders nearly touched. Meve soldiers glared from beneath their brows, their eyes locked on the foe till the last vanished in the woods. Then, collectively, they let out a sigh of relief.
Good at the men. But like I was saying, we did make a couple changes to... like I said, I replayed this section, and we just went through... I checked the videos, which is quite handy. We made all the same choices as we did before, so everything should be the same. Other than we changed the deck a little bit. Which we will see. Abandoned campsite, Nilfgaardian camp, and... the tents are empty. Oh, that's not good. So yeah, we made all the same choices when we got the same options. I went back and checked the videos, and then we're here. We did make some additions to our deck, as we're playing a Skellige-based deck here. We're getting a lot of consistency in our decks. We don't need those right away. Those are really good round 3. We do want to try and combo those, though. Let's go with this. Well, play the blacksmiths later. Our goal here for Skellige is completely different from Gwent. I don't know how many of you are actually watched the original part of the series, but the idea here is we want to... These guys all have a death wish to strengthen your Skellige allies. So we just want to make a bunch of copies of these guys and kill them. Which means we can't have them seizing them. That is the opposite of what we want.
Come on, kill me!
We did change our leader to the Aderni Blade, or Angren Blade, which we recently got. Because it is very good. It's very consistent. So like I said, we want this to die. It strengthens everything else. Like so. Then we will bring it back with our field medics, which we added to our deck for this reason. I'll shuffle the field medic into our deck. And we'll get to play anything of our choice. Any 2 cards. So we'll grab here Barnabas and Arnulf, I think. Yeah. Barnabas is really great for making trinkets.
Not supposed to be any smoke.
We'll put himself back into our hand for card advantage. Then we'll throw down the Arnulf here.
Got my scar?
They'll come back with Dagger, so we don't mind losing him. He's on 7, we're on 8. I think we do this. Let's strengthen our guys. Take one of those out. We can go down cards here, unlike regular Gwent, just because we have such power in our carryover. We have a carryover based deck.
Death is only the beginning!
Well, as always, we just play down to 4, then play a long round 3. We can also do that. Either one works. Grab a trinket. This is just hoping for RNG at this point.
Yes, I'm on it.
I guess we'll take this one. I was hoping for another one to destroy our guys. And I think even though it will only be at 8 cards, we'll play some round 2 here just to try and set up more of our strengthening. We have the reinforcements for the field medics, so that is our plan. Just start off with one.
Like a swine in that jacket.
And now let's grab our reinforcements, just replay a whole bunch of stuff. Well, yeah, we'll do this. We'll play this one first.
Me you jest.
Because next turn we'll do it. We'll do a shuffle back. Destroys our... that's a drainer. So we'll shuffle back one of these so we can play with the reinforcements. And then from our deck we'll play our blacksmith, which will do our artifact, or our stratagem, not stratagem, our trinket. I should call it trinket. And then I think we'll actually just grab another of our skeleton cards. Make more of these, do more strengthening. Oh yeah. Throw these down. Just kill this guy so he strengthens us more. Then for our actual card here, we'll play the reinforcements. Grab some more field medics, and this will pretty quickly fill up our board with skeleton units.
Sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Waiting for a personal invitation.
And nice Barnabas back too.
Turnips back for an encore.
Oh, these are amazing. Probably should have boosted these ones in case he wanted to seize them. Yeah, probably should have. I'm pretty sure we're set at this point. We'll do some more strengthening. The guy's really big, and then we'll go round 3 and play Dagger. As he replays all of our skeleton units. So in a short round 3, that will just win. So we're building up to. Also we have Isabel destroys 115 damage. I wonder if we can get away with her. Lowest unit by 1, that would hit this. Lowest unit by 1, that would do this, and then these are random. We risk her dying if we play her.
So much anger.
So what I think we
and
do,
suffering.
take out one of these. I'll take it out. We hit one of these. I hope the random one doesn't hit Isbel. It didn't, which is nice. And now we teach them how Isbel works. 139 damage. Oh, we didn't get the animation because it's too much. Blow all of them up.
No, they don't hurt.
Nice board wipe in there. Hey, there's the big guy. I think we pass here. He's up 2 cards, but Dagger should just... I mean, there's no way he beats Dagger. We are playing a carryover deck after all. And we have all that carryover good and ready to go. It should be hilariously good. Oh, nice job, Manticore Trophy. And the 2 damage is nice. Also drew our Ike. Well, here we go. So, we had 0 points.
Waiting for a personal invitation. Come on, kill me.
I have 174 points. Then we pretty simply here. Oh yeah, we got some stuff. We want to do small ones we want to kill. First, we'll do our blacksmith.
Hey, don't toss that. It's perfectly usable.
Grab this guy. Get you. And our Barnabas.
Waiting for a personal invitation. I really like this one.
Might as well replay the dagger back in our hand. So after we kill everything, we can bring it back again. Shuffle the Barnabas into our deck. We can then pick Barnabas as one of the cards we play. Grab the other Skellige guy.
Feel any burning? See a local healer or wise woman.
Triggers our stuff. Play this. Might as well just hit these. Oh, he took our guy. That's mean. He's listed as 3 now, which kills this. Drop this guy down.
Don't need no weapon.
It is worth triggering a couple more Death Wishes here. Boom. These are some pretty big seizes from him, but it shouldn't be enough. Reset our cooldown, shuffle Barnabas again. Barnabas into Blacksmith.
Not supposed to be any smoke.
Oh, let's do Barnabas again. Blacksmith.
Necessity. Invention's mum.
Do the Catervine. Just take those out. At this point, I think we will just kill these guys off. All the self-damage boosts our Ike Holy Warrior. Ike's gotta be our favorite card in this run. The whole playthrough, really. Might as well do the 1 damage, play Barnabas. What are we looking at here?
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
I mean, we'll just keep redoing Barnabas till we get something good. Drains our whole Robo 1 there. Again, though, that's just fueling our Ike. Ike is basically just a win button against monsters as long as you do the Manticore Trophy. That's why we keep doing it. I'm pretty sure we're the highest unit. Yeah, we do. I don't think it's coming back, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, look at like he's gonna be 128 points, and he does 128 damage. So that's what we say is sufficient. Boom. You know what? May as well play dagger. What are we getting from dagger? Only a couple. Win by 300 though. That's sufficient. Quite the sufficient score. Alright. Let's loot the camp. From Colonel... Okay. Again, we're not pronouncing Nilfgaardian names in any game. A nice signpost fast travel point. What are we looking at here? I think we checked everything in there. Spiky area there. Actually, I don't think we did. I thought there was a yeah, we didn't go to the lumber camp area. I thought we saw something across the wall. Oh, the camp we saw was this. Okay, yeah, we did go everything in here. We're going for all the achievements.
The Lyrian force had reached the very heart of Isgith.
Nice.
From every branch, vine, and shrub,
Definitely
hung
want to go there.
leeches and ticks by the dozen. Swollen with blood, their abdomens
For the record, I hate
glistened,
leeches and
glowing
ticks.
red in the misty air. Air so putrid it set Maeve's head to spinning. She paused at a moss-covered boulder, pressed her flushed forehead against its cool surface. Her soldiers passed by, pallid, filthy, drained. She wished to say something, lift their spirits, but instead a cough rattled her breast. Suddenly,
That would I expect.
splashes all around Maeve in the water, as if a rain of fist-sized drops had begun to fall. The Queen lifted her heavy gaze. Seemingly on command, ticks and leeches dropped into the warm, soupy waters, then clumsily wriggled off toward a dead alder grove. Maeve knew at once what
Suspicious.
skulked behind the trees. Gurnikora, Isgith's mistress, Isgith's queen.
Weapons at the ready.
The queen roared.
Close
Well, this might be a little harder.
Lyrians quickly converged, formed a wall of
The
shields
last battle.
and crouched behind them. Terrified, they stared as a multitude of eyes flashed open midst the branches, while revolting, muck-covered beasts rose from the gurgling waters around. Maeve silently uttered a prayer. Hail, Military, great mother, maiden and crow, ever have us in your care.
Grenadiers going down. Story battle, special rules. Oh, shortened. That's not great for our deck, but we should still be able to manage this. Blacksmiths are good with this, good with this. We love blacksmiths here. Xavier we have, so we can reset these guys' orders and like kill themselves more, but I don't think it's going to matter here. Triple blacksmith. Do we keep that? I think we do. We want to find... We want to have the field medic, and then we want to find some of the other Skelligers. I think 2 blacksmiths is actually enough. Let's go with this. The leader gives us massive consistency. Every 2 turns, move every ally.
Rally to me.
What just happened?
Lose not.
Why'd we lose our runestone? That's kind of a problem. When fruit is destroyed, we discard a card. So that's what's going on. Interesting. Let's go, Barnabas.
Feel any burning? See a local healer or wise woman.
Did they have a deck? They do not. So this displays a random card from our deck. Still not too bad.
Think I'm a beer.
Barnabas, shuffle. Arnagard's not. Arnulf's not going to do too much here. We replay this. And I think we go for Blacksmith. Playing more units is going to be good here.
Not supposed to be any smoke.
I don't think we have any Blitz cards. Should be fine though. We have a lot of cards that their power being low doesn't matter.
Necessity. Invention's mum.
What do you want of me?
Let's go with the Runestone. Obviously, we can do a lot of stuff in one turn.
Majesty, these parasites, they feed on our blood.
What we discard that time? Yeah, marching orders. I wanted that. Did want that. Do this. We'll grab it back. Blacksmith. And a medic.
Once a helmet, it got a pot turned over.
Grab 2 more. The medic.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
We do want a field medic a lot. Alright, so we didn't discard dagger, which means we should be good. Should be good enough.
How quickly the scales tip.
Oh, do we have to kill her? Hold on a second. We didn't read special rules. Reading not a strong suit here. I guess we need to Ike. So put Ike in our deck, we'll just win with Ike. We just remember we have to do that. For some reason, we forgot. There's special rules. We don't discard anything bad here. Yeah, we have to kill her.
Everyone, rally to me!
Lose not hope. 'Tis always darkest before the dawn.
Thank you, Ike. You are going to win this game for
Waiting
us.
a personal invitation.
She's immune. She's immune though, so Ike can't hit her. Interesting. We might just have a deck that can't beat her, to be honest.
Majesty, these parasites, they feed on our blood.
You know, I think we're just gonna lose from Manticore Trophy. I think we just can't win with Manticore Trophy, is that it? It's just a Manticore Trophy. Because we're not supposed to be killing these. She doesn't spawn and kill them, she just spawns them. Okay, well this is unwinnable with Manticore Trophy. We've got to change our deck. Alright, we'll take out Gurnikor this time. We fixed our deck. No more Manticore Trophy to make us automatically lose. So that is good. Remember to put it back though. Blacksmiths are really good here. Do want 1 Skellige unit. There's 1. Got both. Let's go with this. Really all we need is to last a lot of turns
Everyone,
and keeping these
rally
alive.
to me!
Lose not hope. 'Tis always darkest before the dawn.
These guys are good because they let us hit the birds.
Majesty, these parasites, they feed on our blood.
They do feed. I think we want to reinforce this guy actually.
Don't eat no weapon.
Here we want to grab Arnulf, and we want to grab another one of these, which is the same one.
Wanna know why I'm got my scar?
It should be pretty easy now that we don't instantly lose. Arnold will get working on her. Make some copies of this to strengthen our guys. Gives us options to play with Field Medic as well.
How quickly the scales tick.
That's not very good here, but it's fine. Then do this. Let's replay him into their brawler. So the brawlers are released unless control the power of the fruits. So get drained. Drain, 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 drain.
These ghastly beasts.
Alright, so Ike's not boosting because he's in our deck, but we can work with this. You're supposed to be working on her.
Hey, hey, don't toss that. It's perfectly usable.
Strength our guys some more, because why not? This doesn't really accomplish too much, but it's fine. Okay. So now we have to hit these guys. He does have 7. Hit those. Do some comboing. Put this back. Grab Barnabas. And not Isabel, and one of these field medics.
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
Oh, that works.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Don't look like big enough to explode, but that's fine. I don't think we have a way to stop it. I want to play this though. Okay, they don't drain this turn.
Remember
Perfect.
that unwarranted arrogance kills slowly and insidiously.
I thought we didn't mess this up. Then I got concerned for a minute. We did. For blacksmith, we want to grab. This is good. A lot of good stuff.
Necessity. Invention's mum.
Let's grab this and this. We want these guys who can do the damage.
The more I drink with our forefathers!
One back so we can reuse its order.
Come here!
Let's also reset some orders. And we'll just hit these guys down to 1. Just safety. With the blacksmith.
Something from nothing. It's exactly what I do.
Get our cooldown back. Turn. That should pretty much drain her down to the the range we can kill her with Arnulf. Yeah, and then Arnulf will just go boom. She is gone.
I believe it's dead.
Excellent.
Of the battle in Isgith, Neve remembered very little. It seemed a nightmare, its details a haze, the sensations very real. Amidst a thick
Yeah,
fog,
I'm
she
gonna remember
fought
this.
in a frenzy, desperately
Manticore.
hacking at the scourge that advanced from all sides. In the end, silence fell over the swamp. Its boiling waters lay calmed. The ticks and leeches were gone, while Guernicora lay among rotting leaves, covered in blood, unmoving. But still a fearsome sight.
I'm sure.
Burn the corpse,
Rasped the queen.
and we move on.
The soldier's eyes darted about in a series of silent glances. It took Neve a moment to realize the difficulty. They still feared it. Though the monster's lifeless body lay on the ground, they dared not go near. Were she to repeat the order, they would carry it out. Yet she did not wish to force that on them. Swallowing her own revulsion, she walked up to Gernikora's corpse and set it alight. The air soon filled with the suffocating stench of burning hair and flesh. Sparks belched out as melting fat fell.
Well, they're going to say the difficulties. We can't make a fire in the swamp.
Finally, nothing was left of the bloody mistress but scorched bone. The Lyrians resumed their march towards the banks of the Yaruga. They forced their weary legs to maintain a swift pace and stole no second glance at what they'd left behind.
Probably for the best. The Gernakora Trophy. Yeah, we've got everything here, right? So let's just go. We didn't find any golden chests recently, but maybe there aren't any. Oh yeah, the map expanded. We're good. I guess we should check what the Gernakora Trophy does. Use a bronze enemy. It seems pretty good. Maybe we'll try out the Gernakora Trophy. I could pick this up. I guess not. A wagon. The men are dying. Got a key. Soon we're gonna find a map.
One day, the quartermaster approached with news to report. Alas, bad news.
Your Grace, our food stocks have near run out. And about villages, folk have naught to spare, not even to trade.
The Queen dispatched small groups of scouts. They were to scour the countryside for hunting camps, beekeepers, charcoal burners, any souls willing to trade food for coin or goods. The first scouts came back around dusk. The last 3 detachments returned not at all. At first, Mieve suspected they'd fallen prey to monsters, the beastly or Nilfgaardian kind. Later, she learned the men had left naught of their belongings behind.
Of course.
She'd been soft-hearted toward deserters. This lot decided they, too, would give it a try. That night, Mieve lay still but sleepless. Beneath thin covers, she was cold, hungry, irate.
Justifiably so, I would say. Go over here, we got a wisp, looks like.
Towering alders grow thick in Isgith, their crowns weaving an expansive canopy that obscures the sky. Any sunbeams to slip through this twisted thicket scatter in the milky mist below. Thus the marsh abides in a state of perpetual twilight, wherein a sense of time
Sounds really nice,
and
doesn't it?
direction are easily lost. As the force moved along, a glow appeared in the trees.
Don't follow the lights, guys.
Their mouths agape in wonder. An orb hung over the water, pulsating, humming.
Yeah, I would not
It
approach
circled
the
the
scary
soldiers,
light.
darted off a distance, then hovered as if waiting.
Oh,
will of the wisp, that is.
whispered one of the footmen.
Believe it's keen to show us something.
Mm-hmm. As much as I would not really follow a light, I think we will.
Meve knew the wisp could prove treacherous, lead them into a trap. Nonetheless, she followed, though not entirely certain why. Her soldiers seemed eager. She sensed
I'm not sure why either, I'm just curious.
Yet she was also simply curious.
We follow it.
Me too.
Carefully. Weapons at the ready.
I assume we'll get another event later. Oh, there it is.
As the wisp led the Lyrians down a narrow, winding path, Meve surveyed her surroundings warily. Beads of sweat emerged upon her brow, but her fears, in the end, proved unfounded.
Okay, that's good.
For at
What'd
the
we
path's
find?
end, the troops found what appeared to be a caravan's remains. Its wagons, rot-eaten, half-buried in the bog, had sat there for decades, perhaps longer. Despite this, gilded panels and scraps of silver-threaded fabric showed they'd once been rather ornate. Inside the wagons, the soldiers discovered many steel crates. Rust-covered but intact, they contained truly dazzling treasures. Sacks bulging with gold coin, pearl-encrusted goblets, exotic
Even better.
velvets, and silks in beads.
Blimey. The sheer amount. And here of all places.
A footman muttered under his breath.
Wonder how much gold this is gonna be worth.
Meve quickly pieced it all together.
Lost
She too
1,000.
had once ridden in such a caravan, splendid and laden with gold, when she'd left her home to marry. The rest of the story was not difficult to divine.
Well, that's
This
unfortunate.
was a maiden's dowry. She and her retinue lost their way. Isgith proved their grave, unbeknownst to any other. The wisp circled Meve's party, blinked several times, then faded into thin air. The troops resumed their march, and all seemed in
500 and 1,000 wood.
Seemed, for soon.
By the way, the
several
trading post,
footmen were
though,
discovered to be gone.
One wood is
In
worth
their
like
ruin.
2.2
They grabbed too
gold.
much. The
Got the
loot had
metric
weighed them
conversion
down,
there going to
and
Imperial
the
for
marsh
some reason.
had embraced them.
Thank you, Will-o'-the-Wisp. Is that all that's in this area? I think it is. What is a battle? Let's see what we got in our satchel though. A report. Come out wherever you are. No thanks. Low morale's not really going to be helping us. We probably don't need Reynard in this deck. Reynard, I should say. Gigantic Arrakis. Well, that's fine.
I think you'll really like this one.
We can get a lot smaller right now. This doesn't make it so we don't really want to shuffle Barnabas back. Savage bear. That is quite a large bear.
Don't need no weapon.
Interesting. Take those out. And just go for our rune stone. Go field medic. Field medic does die actually.
Wanna know why I got my scar?
Let's grab field medic here. Actually, we want to go one trigger our artifact again first, I think. quite a bit of strengthening going on. We'll let him hit his own guys for a little bit. Then I think we'll just go in here and play our Marjoram. Get him back and another one of these.
Death is only the beginning!
Wonder if he'll pass. Yeah, that's what I thought. But now we have the resilience. Perfect. Resilience is always great.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to keep that alive, but maybe this one will stick. I'm gonna reinforce on these. Nice. And this should bring back a whole bunch of our Skellige stuff. Barnabas is pretty good. Let's click that by accident. I do think I want to click it though.
You must sweat like a swine in that.
Arniel.
Drink with our forefathers!
Very nice. I think we do want to do this. I thought about doing it last turn, decided not to.
Not supposed to be any smoke.
Oh. I knew we had the lowest unit. I forgot we also had the highest unit. Those shouldn't matter though.
Come here! Let's dance!
Thank you. None of these guys can kill us. We're just kind of clicking stuff here. We've got this. Like, we get the points from his stuff. I'm pretty sure we've got this. Probably just two of them, even with this board. Once he's got some big gold plays. That's pretty good for him. But like I said, we just go round 3. We got Ike. Should win. Got Dagger, Ike. Should be all set. And this will all just cool down our abilities here too. We don't just outright win, which we do. Not bad. Oh no, we don't actually outright win. It's fine though. Like I said, we are completely fine here. We have a lot of Skellige units we can play. Obviously. There's our 190 points of carryover working. That should pretty much just do it. Not to mention Isbel blew up their whole board, so you know.
Don't need no weapon!
We have a lot we can do here. A lot of options. The option we're going to take is we're going to do all this to make a big Isbel and Ike, and then just blow everything up because it's fun. Wonder how big this is gonna be. We just do it again. This is all very unnecessary, by the way. I'm aware.
Exceptional.
Actually, are we just gonna kill everything with these guys? I'll just like the 156 damage and end their turn. It's too much clicking. We're done. We're done. Not bad at all. It's the wagon we found. It's just a big circle area. We'll meander up to the top of Angren. I think it's the whole top we're going up to leave. Guess we'll meander around. I guess we can't go through the water there. I think there's only like a couple more things left in this whole region. You do have that key though, which I do wonder what it's for. I wonder if it's for this chest. It in fact is. I see a puzzle. What do we got? Knickers Adventure. Help him reach the end of the cave. He strayed from us, lured by an appetizing scent. And he entered. Alright, Knickers, we'll help you out. Help him reach the end. Collecting all the soup and wine. Okay. So what do we pick? We can move him. Okay, it's a little puzzle. I got you. Do these move or do they not move? I'm not entirely sure where he's supposed to go. Oh, he has to start in this one. Gotcha. Oh, I thought there's gonna be end turn, but obviously it would make us end turn from each use of our ability. Okay, well that was funny. All right. So we have to move through the puzzle. These guys don't move. That's good. We only have one path at first. I turn into these guys behind us, it seems. Which means here we have to go down first. Back up. Now here, I think we can't go right. If we go right, we go down. What do you think? We have to grab all the wine, right? So we don't have to come back up through this. We can go down here, over and up. Why didn't that work? I guess that's considered the end of the cave, and you have to pick everything else up first. My guess, I guess. It's not entirely clear, to be honest. So we have to get the wine last, because that's the end of the cave. Kind of figured there'd be one named End of Cave, like down here or something. Zoom through this now that we know the rules. Go left, grab the soup, go down. I should do it this time. Now we know which one's the end of the cave. Is there anything else around here? Does not appear to be. So that means we just go up, right? Yep, new missions right there. Very nice.
In evading Nilfgaard's banners, Meve led her force into Angren's wildest reaches. The foe could not attack the Lyrians there, yet hazards of another sort befell them. One day they reached a quagmire too vast and deep to ford.
Great.
So the Queen summoned her engineer, Xavier, and called on him to build a makeshift bridge. By nightfall, he had drawn up plans.
We shall start by laying abutments, then drive piles into the mire.
The depth?
We dropped plumb lines. 4 L's.
Confused by the plans, Meve did not see as Xavier slipped a line off his shoulder. By the time she felt it on her throat, she feared it
Xavier,
might
you
be
traitor.
I long awaited this moment, when we would be alone. You die now, Majesty, and with you dies Lyrias, the whole North will to resist. Hail, Ketzer, hail!
What died?
Good job,
was the
Gascon.
Nilfgaardian rallying cry in Xavier's throat. At the last instant, Gascon and Reynard rushed in to save the warrior queen, and thus proved their loyalty beyond any doubt.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
There was no answer, but Reynard could hear her breathe. Meve would live. It was
You
several
traitor,
hours
Xavier.
later when Meve finally came to. She opened her eyes, then Gascon and Reynard helped her to her feet.
Yeah, get out of here, Xavier. We don't want
Careful,
you anymore.
Majesty.
I should have been more careful earlier. Damn it. If you two hadn't,
No need for words. You needn't mention it.
I couldn't disagree more. We're due for a long conversation. First of all, I owe you thanks. Second, my trust in you both has been heavily tarnished. I believe that goes without saying.
Naturally.
Yet today you proved beyond all doubt that I can rely on you. So I thank you.
To serve under your banner, Majesty, is an honor.
I don't think we ever doubted Reynard. Reynard Odo Plus.
Likely I'd
Nice.
have put it differently, but Reynard seems to have the right idea.
Very well. We've reassured ourselves of admiration for one another enough. We've matters to which we must attend. I trust as I lay there dead to the world, you did not sit about with your thumbs up your bums. Have you at least learned why Xavier betrayed us, sided with the Empire?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Your Grace, the rogue who lunged at you, in truth, was one Gwalter ep Luinoch, a Nilfgaardian spy.
This discovery you made how?
Yes, I'm curious as well.
We found in his toolbox a concealed compartment, letters inside. Though encrypted, we managed to decipher them. They were the Grey Rider for you to read.
The swine. An Imperial spy in my ranks this whole time.
Yep.
But to wait so long to strike, why?
He'd only just received the order. Another letter in the box, signed by General Eb Dahi, stated, to
Of course.
Gwalter ep Luinoch, eliminate M at first opportunity.
Honourless bastards. They'll stop at nought.
Now, Maeve, you'll gain nought by getting riled. No sense to it. This is good news, in fact.
Is that so?
Yes, please explain, Gascon.
Dahi had a spy in our midst. He knew our movements, had his eye on us, his finger on the pulse. He knew our plans, who we parlayed
Now he
with,
doesn't.
and yet he didn't order your assassination. For you posed no threat. Well, clearly so much changed. Congratulations. Nilfgaard fears you now.
As they should.
And rightly so. Just a moment, that makes no sense. He saved my life in Mahakam, on the
Probably
bridge.
because he was not supposed to use his
He
order,
did.
I guess.
For he had to.
In one of the letters we found, Dahi orders Gwalter to watch over Elder-in-Chief Hoog. The Scoia'tael in the mountains was sent there by Nilfgaard to recruit dwarves.
Oh, I
but
see.
their commander, the Vixen, they feared she'd attack Bruva himself, something Dahi wished to avoid.
Black
Naturally.
Rayla.
For someone else could seize power, someone not so neutrally inclined. Someone more likely to aid me, gods forbid. But we found him in the rubble at Rosberg, midst the ashes.
Precisely what placed him beyond suspicion.
We suspect Gwalter enlisted with the Edanians some years past, infiltrated that army.
He had a hand in Rosberg's defense. Then, when the time was right, he lent that same hand to its demise.
Naturally.
Caused an explosion that tore a hole through its walls. It worked, but at a price. He suffered severe burns. If not for our medics, he'd have...
Stop. So it was not elves who brought about the fort's fall as he claimed.
A filthy
Of
lie
course
to
not.
stoke the fires of racial hatred, to stir conflict and chaos and rage that would make the realm of Edirn waver and fall.
If we're to judge by Rayla's actions, he was rather successful.
Bastard.
It would seem.
Yet even so badly hurt, in such pain, not for a moment did he drop his mummer's act.
I've heard much of Nilfgaardian spies, Your Grace. They're trained from childhood, face constant indoctrination. They do anything for the Emperor, anything and everything. As soon as Gwalter spotted a chance to join our ranks, to be at your side, he took it, exploited it ably.
To be brief, I've traitors all about me.
Your Grace, you resent our actions, I understand, but...
No, not you two.
Willem, the Cad Coldwell, Gascon, Gabor, finally Xavier. Tell me how. How am I to trust anyone?
You can't. Amongst all the realms in the
Thanks,
north,
Gascon.
you're Nilfgaard's sole rival. One remaining threat. All other rulers, either soundly defeated and enchained, or tails tween their legs, they've donned Nilfgaard's leash. The Black-Clads will do all to destroy you, if not upon the field, then in secret, with an assassin and a quick, sharp blade.
What's left? Prayer? Melitele too is sure to turn and take Nilfgaardian gold sooner or
I
later.
don't know about that one.
Ugh. We've talked enough. We must form up. Move on.
Majesty, you ought to rest. You stand swaying. Your step can't be too sure.
Only my horse needs step true.
Maeve, you've just about had the life choked out of you. No time to play the hero.
I'm not Gascon. Quite the opposite, actually. These damn swamps, they terrify me. I wish to get the hell out and never, ever look back.
The Yaruga lies near. I sent scouts ahead. They've secured a barge. We can sail to Red
I
Lodge.
wonder what we'll find on the Yaruga, guys.
Splendid. Sound the horns. We march.
I wonder. It's a little makeshift bridge. I guess we just made the bridge without Xavier once he made the plans. Let me grab a report. Alright, 9 out of 9 chests. We're good there. Puzzles. I think that's everything. Yeah, we're good.
Sandflies and mosquitoes blanketed Maeve's face and neck. She did not bother to brush them away. She'd been in Angren long enough to know more would come in their place.
Your Majesty,
Reynard called from behind.
our scouts have returned. We've a large force of Blackclads on our tail, infantry and
Of
horsemen,
course.
and they draw nearer.
Blast!
Maeve wiped away the sweaty hair stuck to her brow.
What say you, Reynard? Shall we give them a fight?
We're but a few miles from the river where a barge awaits. It makes no sense to battle now.
True
Though
enough.
near her strength's end, Maeve stepped up her pace. She could not wait to stand upon a barge deck and leave Angren's infernal bogs behind. Alas, in place of the promised vessel, they found only severed moorings.
No! No, it can't be!
Suddenly, Maeve drove her fist into the trunk of the nearest tree. Fortunately, a soft and rotted one.
This isn't so!
Yep. To be true, guys, I have actually done this once, where you hit a rotted tree, and you can punch pretty far into a rotted tree if it's really rotted. Don't try it if it's not, though.
Your Grace, have mercy. I stepped away but for a spell,
Croaked a scout, pale as a ghost.
and thieves jumped out the underbrush. Fell upon it. Whole band of them. A white-haired warrior,
White-haired warrior,
and a lass
a minstrel,
what had a bow.
a lass
Is
with a
that
bow.
all?
Interrupted Gascon.
I know who
No
these are.
vampire sat upon an ass with no saddle. You
I mean, there
cocked
was a
up, man,
vampire.
damn it. Maeve, what now?
The queen turned back towards the swamp. Between the trees, she glimpsed
I
a
believe the
golden
vampire
sun
was riding
glimmering upon
a donkey.
banner,
We shall discuss that later,
said the queen, drawing her sword.
provided we survive.
So rather than the barge, we go on a horse. We come upon those thieves who will have vengeance. Yeah, those thieves. I wonder who they could be. Anyone who's read the books will know who these are. Alright, what are we looking at? We have high morale, we should be good. Not against monsters, so Ike's not as good. Always play him over deck later if we want to. I think we just start off with our Skelligers. Should be pretty solid. Probably want to reinforce those. Let's go with this.
Wise choice.
Orders, not great here.
To me! Drive them back!
Death is only the beginning! There, gloire! May disgrace ends here! Time I wiped it away!
I don't really think we want to use his order. We can play him back with us. We'll grab Barnabas and him.
I think you'll really like
Of course, our leader is in order.
Hey, hey, don't toss that. It's perfectly usable. Think I'm a beer? The more I drink with our
Take a bunch of stuff. Play Barnabas again. And we'll play this blacksmith.
Feel any burning? See a local healer or wise one.
necessity. Invention's mum.
Might as well keep doing this now. Before he maybe plays even more of those.
Come on, kill me!
We can seize his strongest guys with the Granacora trophy. And we'll hopefully be able to just win with Isabel, potentially. It's not graveyard. I have one unit. We can fix that though.
Life is mine now.
Replay that.
Nothing. It's exactly what I do.
Kind of worried about getting row capped here. Especially with the field medics and stuff. Take a guy. He's gonna have a bunch of orders. I noticed the black circle around the spying eye wasn't round. That's because it has this little interesting background. I always thought it was just a black circle. Guess not. Getting much of value on this, that's for sure.
Not supposed to be any smoke.
Let's just take out one of his guys. We're gonna seize this bigger one, I think. I think we'll have enough turns. Depending what Barnabas does for us. And we are currently up. I think it's as long as we don't use orders, we'll be fine. A little shame we can't play this anymore. Well, we can, but we lose a bunch of points on this guy.
Yes.
There's no more of these in his deck. His hand's probably full of them. Those are probably worth killing. One, two, three, four, 5. 6 of those? Maybe it isn't worth it. Maybe we'll take some of the points back. Well, he's gonna lose 1. Take some back. I think it's worth killing him. Yeah, he only has one other card in his hand. We're good. We don't actually want this. We'd rather have our own cards. Just Ike and Dagger. This should be enough to win.
The unworthy shall be punished.
For a personal invitation.
That should do it.
Tedatu.
Got our space back.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
I mean, if he does have another turn, Isabel will blow out a bunch of his points. Although I do kind of doubt he gets another turn.
Hail, Kerzer!
Grace. That was but their vanguard.
Well, that's unfortunate then, isn't it? Hope it was their whole army.
Near the battle's end, Meve faced a black-clad officer. Nimbly dodging his strike, she countered. The Queen's sword sank deep, the hilt rattling his breastplate. A rush of hot blood covered Meve's hands. The winged helmet toppled from the officer's head, exposing a sweaty face, gasping for breath.
When?
Before the Queen stood a ruddy-haired boy with long eyelashes. He was Willem's age, perhaps a bit older. His body slumped, then disappeared.
Well, good for us, Willem doesn't do this type of stuff.
The murky waters. Meve cast away her sword as if it had burned her hand.
Majesty, what is it? Are you hurt?
Reynard said, rushing to her side.
No, I'm not. It's fine. Give the order to march. With no barge, we must walk to Red Lobington along the riverbank.
Your Majesty.
Of course.
We must tend to the wounded. Use the rest of the day, I wager.
We ain't time enough for that.
Interjected Gascon.
That was but the vanguard sent in pursuit to slow us down. And even so, they outnumbered us 2 to 1. What happens when the main force arrives? We must flee. Now.
And abandon the injured, to bleed to death in the mud.
Alas, Reynard, yes. Unless you'd rather we stayed and died with them.
I don't think we would leave them. We've always kept our soldiers' best interests at heart.
Gascon is right. Should Nilfgaard close the distance between us, we'll stand little chance.
Whew. At least you've the sense to...
But I would sooner perish than let my men rot in this accursed swamp. The medics will tend to all the wounded. Then, what will be, will be.
I tell you what'll be.
Snarled Gascon.
Ep die, he'll take a butcher's hook and gut you. Then hang you from Lyria capital's walls. Yet, if this be your wish...
Meve waited for the medics to sew the last stitch, tie off the last bandage.
I think we have time.
Only then did she order her force to move out. At the column's end, upon stretchers, lay those without the strength to walk, consumed by fever, dazed or unconscious, dying. Fatigued and laden with the wounded, the Lyrians moved slow as molasses. Soon, Nilfgaard's forward elements had caught up. The Blackclads nipped at the Lyrians' tail with arrow volleys from the cover of trees and occasional forays by cavalry. They were in no hurry. They could torment their foes, weaken their spirit before the final clash.
We get negative morale or something from that? What happened with our map exactly? Oh, we go back down. I see. So I think we will just try and finish this up. What have we got in here? I have a hard time seeing these little exclamation marks. We got Order Plus. Oh, that's a really good ability. We're using orders. We lost Xavier, so we are down a card. What's going on, I think? Let's throw him in. Throw him in. Maybe we can have some resets on our Skelligers. Red Lobington.
At long last, Meve spotted a dark form spanning the river's course, Red Lobington's bridge. Just a brief stretch more, and the Lyrians would find themselves beyond the invaders' grasp, free and clear of bogs.
Except?
And the beasts that prowled them. Yet joy at this sight soon gave way to despair. The bridge was dark, black, from the horde of Nilfgaardians that held it. Clearly, the Blackclads had divined the path of Meave's flight and had cut off her last means of escape.
That's it. We're dead men. All. They'll cut us down to the last.
Meave shut her eyes, felt them sting with fatigue. She knew when she turned she could not show her men 1 ounce of fear, 1 pinch of doubt.
What's the Meave strategy? I guess attack. That's all she likes to do.
Skin, helping her hold back her tears. And when the Queen finally spoke, her voice was strong and boomed over the river's roar.
I know what you wish to hear.
The Queen began.
That the gods watch over us. That we'll come through the fray unharmed. That a friendly force is but moments away. Those would be lies. The truth is as bitter as it is undeniable. We stand cornered. Cannot win this fight. Cannot flee it. We can but choose how to die. Hanged from the boughs like common criminals. Or weapons in hand, like the fighters we are. I've made my choice. Time you made yours!
With that cry, Meave broke for the bridge toward a forest of spears into a deluge of arrows. She let the tears fall from her eyes. Tears of rage, fear, fatigue. It was not until she'd almost reached the enemy line that she dared glance backward. And she saw she was not alone.
This is the part where I thought we would encounter certain people. Standard battle, story battle. Okay.
Defend the Queen! Valyria!
Looking at the heavy fire scorpion. Meave. I'm guessing we lose if she dies. Oh, maybe not. I guess we could try. I don't really want to, though. Let's just get out a Skellige. Start off our strategies here. Just not going to use orders again, I think. I guess we don't have leader abilities because she's in the fight.
What's the hell, mate? You've got the pot turned over.
I warned you.
This is a dead card here, I guess. It's not good. Let's grab the other ones of these.
Come here, let's dance.
Just get some points out here. We have to seize next turn.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
I meant to play that melee. Now we've been pretty badly punished for it. Is he gonna pass on us? Yeah, he is. Makes sense. A little more resilience for us now. This guy... Ah, who is this?
Damn it, just gets better and better.
To the bridge. Cut away back.
Hey, that's a Nilfgaardian.
Bolster the defense.
What do you do? Who's here by 2 and duel an enemy? Okay. Yeah, they're gonna get boosted, but I think we can kill them off here. What do you do, Dandelion? Draws cards?
The more I drink with our
This is why I thought it was going to show up in the last battle. Hey, stop it. Anything good in a graveyard? You do 4?
Prepare to fight. If
Let's
you
put him out.
any honor.
Duels aren't great. It's good to kill him though. Oh, come on, buddy. You bring him back though. I believe in you, field medic.
Tell me you jest.
I knew I believed in the field medic for a reason. We got our reinforcements though. Okay. That's not gonna be a problem for Geralt. Next we're gonna take one of these guys so they stop punishing us so much. We don't have to win here, but I think I like going with... Just get rid of this for our turn. Oh, of course. And this can only take bronzes. Problem with Dandelion is we're going to play everything in our deck anyway. We are reinforced though, so maybe not. Let's do it. We don't want to be ending up with 0 cards round 3, but this should give us a good number. We should have the right number then. Thanks, Dandelion. What's the cow do? Destroys the lowest ally on its row. Not great. Maybe field medic can solve this. I believe in you, field medic. Thanks. Then it stays? Okay. How do we kill his big guy? That is the question. We don't have to. We still play this here.
A highly curious case.
Now we wish we waited a turn. This is 86 damage still, though. That is quite a bit.
When will you ever learn?
I think this would count, wouldn't it? If these hit us, they should count, right? Yeah, so we'll do this. Then we'll blow them all up with her. We can seize one of those. Kill this. 131. We're really boosting her up. Not to mention this whole time Ike is boosting. He's always just want to kill one of those, I think. You can bring him back too. I only had one in his hand? That is a bit unfortunate.
Your Majesty, no!
Meave.
I've lost my tooth. Fun of a whore.
Sounds like you lost a tooth. Let's work on this guy. I think we just try and kill it. He is getting armor.
You must sweat like a swine in that
But we're gonna
jacket.
seize one, and then Isabel is gonna blow everything up. That's the plan.
That was nothing to Spellbooks.
A dram of glue, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as new.
Be able to grab some of these guys. This is the other one.
Waiting for a
Then we'll have 3
personal
cards in deck.
invitation.
I'll strengthen our guys. 166, that's quite a bit. So now we take one of these with more armor. She gives us 23 more damage on her. That's fine.
Give me some of that.
Gonna miss out some guys, unfortunately. Like a lot of them. This will be okay. These will kill themselves, which is fine.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
And we'll finish them off. This Isabel order is really gonna do some work here. Oh, we're not gonna look. To 11. Alright, Isabel. Let's do Geralt's duel too. 225 damage. Oh wait, you can do some more still. 237. 239. I think he's got enough armor that doesn't get board wiped. Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't. Board wipe. 239 damage. Alright, Mr. Nilfgaard, what do you have? Alright, go ahead. Catch up. Let's see it. If he does catch up, we just play Dagger from our graveyard with Vengeance. Round 3. And that'll do it.
Life is mine now. Wise choice.
His order is really not helping him because we stole his guy. It's Elbow Armored Cavalry? is really doing something here, as we noticed when we played it on us. Again, I just canceled out that 12 damage. We got 12 points. It's not working out for him.
Your life is mine now.
That'll do it. Skellige for the win.
Meve was victorious on the banks of the Yaruga, but paid dearly for it. She lost a host of men and suffered harm herself. Yet she'd have been doomed, if not for a certain white-haired witcher. Meve longed to meet her mysterious savior and set off in search of him as soon as the battle dust had settled.
Let's find our friend here.
She found him with the field surgeon and learned he was none other than the Witcher Geralt. Yes, incredible as it may seem, I've heard the tale from several and can vouch for its truth. At any rate, making naught of the fact that Geralt's ears were ringing from a blow with a mace, Meve began immediately to interrogate him.
Of course.
You for Faith Woodbridge?
Asked Meve, prodding him insistently. For a spell, Geralt worried his hearing was shot, but then realized the Queen had a lisp.
Worked out that way, I guess.
You guess?
Meve gagged on the blood in her mouth.
Someone hold me!
The Queen felt Geralt merited the highest honor.
Of course.
A knighthood. Another monarch might have delayed until a more opportune time, but not Meve. Meve delayed nothing.
Count Odo, you, sir, do the honors. Alas, I cannot because of my tooth.
For valor shown in battle, I, Meve, by the gods' grace, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, hereby do knight thee.
Sir Geralt.
Geralt of place unknown. The bridge you felled with men from Rivia. Or so you guess. I guess it falls to me to dub thee Geralt of Rivia.
Nice.
Meve had come home, though by a circuitous route, through Edern's smoking embers, Angren's beast-infested quagmires, cross Mahakam's snow-capped ridges. But she had returned, cloaked in legend, a mighty army in tow. The moment was weighty, and not to be tainted even by Geralt of Rivia's disappearance, or dare we say desertion.
I say disappearance.
The hero of the battle for the bridge was now a sought man. Yet Meve was determined to take back her realm, with or without the Witcher's aid. Valyrian's daring escapade behind enemy lines, and the triumphant victory at the battle for the bridge that crowned it, breathed new life into the North's war effort. Bands of resistance fighters now swarmed the conquered lands, while Kedwen and Redania, on the verge of swearing fealty to the Emperor, suddenly broke off talks with the invader.
Yeah, what's Dijkstra up to there, I wonder?
The Nilfgaardian war machine suddenly screeched to a
Some
halt.
cavalry gonna appear at some point?
The tide of war turned. Facing a united north, the invader had to withdraw the bulk of its forces from Lyria and Rivia. The way was cleared for Meve to retake her lost lands, defeat General Ebdahi, and depose Willem. Or perhaps mother and son would not have to fight after all.
Oh, really?
Milady, I come at King Willem's bidding.
Yeah, of course.
Prince Willems.
His Majesty proposes a meeting. No arms, no escorts.
His Majesty? Whelp's barely tall enough to reach his mother's bosom. For shame!
Silence. Let him say his piece.
His Majesty, Willem I, wishes to discuss the possibility of a truce.
He wishes to surrender. Is that his aim?
Your words, not mine, Your Grace.
I've a few more on the tip of my tongue.
Naturally.
But save them I shall for later.
Willem I's chosen the site for the parley in
Let me
Villain
guess.
first will choose Nout. If he wishes to speak, let him meet me midst the ruins of Devil's Tower.
Understood, Your Grace. I'll relay your terms.
Willem's emissary rode off, serenaded by hisses and jeers. Frightened by the clamor, his horse reared and kicked. The rider forced his mount to obey with cracks of his crop, striking many more times than was necessary.
Uh-huh.
The fool. Nag'll toss him off first chance it gets. Soon as he loosens the reins.
No great loss, I wager. But tell me, your thoughts on this reunion?
Sounds a ruse to me. But I
Agreed.
know that won't stop you.
Whence this certainty?
Come now, Maeve. At the end of it all, he's your son. You still care about him, it's obvious.
I think we know how Mieve would do this.
You're absolutely right.
Perhaps let bygones be bygones. Perhaps it's not too late.
Yeah, coming from Gascon, I wonder
Only one
why.
way to know. Let's go.
Mieve rode out clad in golden plate, her banners waving proudly overhead. She no longer led a band of ragtag partisans, but an army able to fend off an empire and drive its soldiers from her lands.
Ma'am, I've something you must see without undue delay.
Alright, we'll check out what we got, and that'll be it for this episode. What do we get? Desertion of Geralt. Okay, whatever. Get a lot of recruits, that's good. Yeah, not good news. I wonder why. And what do we get in here? Couple conversations. Let's see what we got. Oh, just a couple.
Rejoices, Your Grace, to see you at full health and in
Thank
high
you, Ike.
spirits.
And why would I not be?
I heard you spoke with Prince Willem in Mahakam. An exchange, I've no doubt, fraught with difficulties, peppered with many a hurtful word.
Oh, none worse than those he spoke in Lyria when he ordered me placed in chains. What I felt then... Why, I dare say you'd have trouble imagining it.
I've no need to imagine, Your Majesty. This feeling I know. I don't oft speak of him, but I too have a son. Or more to the point, had a son. Siegfried, his name.
Passed on, has he?
Siegfried.
No, Your Majesty. Worse. He's renounced me. When an illness affected his mother, my wife, Sophia, he implored me to earn coin for her betterment. But I had vowed long ago never to take payment from those I protect. I could not. It would be a stain on my honor.
Of course.
Apologies, Your Majesty. Of what concern to you can my petty troubles be?
They are, Ake. Believe me. And I thank you for confiding in me. I wish to discuss another matter, but it can wait. I shall come back later.
You need my help with anything? Anything at all. I've ideas aplenty.
I'm sure you do.
Long you've travelled, Barnabas. The wonders you must have seen. Likely visited many exotic lands before you reached Mahakam.
Corvia, yes. Matina, yes. Nazir, Zeracania, gods, yes. And Korath, even. I mean, such beauty there, though hot. Oh, dreadfully so. Horrible place to grow turnips, if you've ever a mind to try. Novigrad. Lived there a spell as well, but I didn't much care for it.
Hers full of criminals.
Why ever not?
The Hierarch, intractable man, banned one of my inventions, condemned it as unholy, vile, etc., etc.
What'd you make, Barnabas?
Burn both of us at the stake. As you can imagine, we had a difference of opinion in that regard.
Perhaps I shall regret this, but do tell. What was the thing you created exactly?
Yeah, Barnabas, what'd you make?
I knew you'd be interested. You've a curious mind, dear queen. We're 2 peas of a feather. Quite the clever contraption it was. Made for a widow, wealthy, but aching with longing. In her husband's absence, tormented by unfulfilled needs.
Stop right there. I knew I'd regret asking.
See, it had this special crank that when rotated...
Thanks, Barnabas. I agree.
No,
That's
enough.
plenty.
As you command,
That is
Your
plenty.
Majesty. But if you ever get the urge to see it, I've the prototype still tucked away in my trunk.
Noted. But by the gods, please, let's change the subject. Time I attended to other matters.
Ah, yes, you're still here. Off you...
Alright, well, that'll be this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. We will finish up this playthrough, and hopefully finish upping all the achievements.